Hi friends, hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Martyna, and today I would love to invite you guys to join me for a craft therapy video, which if you haven't heard of these before, this is a series here on my channel where we get together for an hour or so and we just create something for the sake of it, for the joy of it, without having to worry necessarily about completing projects or making something specific. So we just do whatever we feel like, and that's what I am very much looking forward to doing today. And so this video may be a little bit more chatty, a little bit more personal, just because I don't have a tutorial. I just thought I would work with some things that I have lying around my desk, maybe completing some projects. So as you can see here, I have some Collage Masterboard Ephemera. I will have a link in the description box for the masterboard video, because we made this one together and we cut it up, but I did not get to finish all of the pieces, so maybe I would do something like that. I also found these are probably very old, some like faux vintage tickets. Not sure if you can see, but they are perforated here. I added those little indents, and this is just from scrapbooking cardstock. So maybe I will do something with them, decorate or something like that. But yeah, basically I would just love to have a cozy, relaxing catch up with you guys and just do some creating. So I think I am going to in fact start with these, decorating these, adding some bits and pieces, some focal points perhaps, and yeah. Okay, so how are you guys? How was your week? And do you have any plans for the weekend? I have here this little box with clusters. I've been really just like on a cluster kick. Just making clusters has been so relaxing to me, and also I just feel like not only I'm using up my stash of scraps and of papers, but also they are so fun to use, and you know, you have like a ready-made piece of layered collage and you just slap on a flower, a butterfly, a bird, whatever you like to use as a focal point, and yeah, and your project is ready. So I will keep it here as well. Maybe I will use some of those. But yes, let me know please how was your week, and do you have any weekend plans perhaps? And if you are joining me for craft therapy, what is the project that that you are making? I am always interested to know what you guys are working on, like creatively. Oh, I love this. This is a nice size. So I used some printed vintage tickets. I'm not sure who they are from. I've had them printed for years, but they may be from Tracy Fox, who is Love Junk Journals on Etsy. Maybe this one. So how was my week? Oh, so I mentioned it before, so I apologize if you have heard it before, but I know that not everyone is, you know, watching every single video of mine, and so so for some of you guys this may be news, and I also don't talk that much about it, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but especially given how big of a thing it is in my life. Oh, how about this actually? Maybe on this, because I do have some of the same paper, so maybe I would turn it around like this. But yeah, I mentioned briefly in my previous video that I'm pregnant, which I am, and I'm sorry if for some of you guys it was like, you know, a little bit of a shock. I think I did mention it briefly in another video, but yeah, so 25 weeks this week, which is amazing. And let me just grab my ephemera holder. Oh, I made this for my fussy cut flowers, just testing it out, but I can already say that it is much more comfortable to use than this pouch, which I used previously. But basically, we actually made a lot of this together. So we made this cover probably a couple of years back from some, I think, Amazon packaging. So it's nice and sturdy, and I am definitely going to add some pockets here as well. But I will have a link for this in the description, and I will also leave a link for a tutorial for an ephemera holder, so you guys can see how I made pages like that, not these ones necessarily, but pages like that. But I love how those flowers look here. I have some digital ones as well, some tall ones. I tried to categorize them with colors a little bit, but other than that, it's just a pretty mess. And I also have some birds here in the back. So yeah, I'm looking forward to using it. And let me just look for some flowers that I could use. I love this one. I'm not sure honestly about this cluster, because what I have in the background is quite grungy and distressed, while this is more sort of like this clean, although it is quite striking. So maybe I will have this, but then I will do something different for this one. So yes, 25 weeks into my pregnancy, and I am doing very well. The baby is doing very well. And yeah, thank you so much for all of your sweet comments and congratulations. We are very excited, my husband and I think I mentioned it also before, but we have been trying for a while and it just wasn't happening. And then I changed the doctor because my friend recommended another doctor who she was seeing when she had some troubles with getting pregnant, and so he just made the right diagnosis very fast. He kind of found out what was wrong, he treated it, and lo and behold, the next month after that, I was pregnant. So yeah, very exciting. I am 60% into my pregnancy. Also, my app tells me. I have an app on the phone which just gives me those, you know, not only counts all of the days and stuff like that, but gives me a lot of information regarding, well, just pregnancy in general, I suppose. Maybe this one. I think I like it. So those three are sort of done, at least those, I would say, those first layers, because maybe I will want to add some maybe lace, something like that. let's see. Oh, where's the small one? I had a small one somewhere here. Is it on the floor? No. Oops, I apologize. That was my glue stick. I don't know where the small piece of the masterboard went. I will probably find it. Or did I? Okay, I put it here. Never mind. So for this one, I would definitely look for something small. This is too big. This one is going to be, or maybe not. Maybe I could have it off to the side like this, and then just a tiny bit of collaging. I have a stack, like literally, look at this, you guys, a stack of tea bags that I actually was cleaning our pantry, and because I am not drinking like green tea or white tea, anything that has caffeine in it, one of our green teas expired, and so I removed the leaves and I was left with all of those clean tea bags, and so I just coffee dyed them, a bunch of them, and I love using them for layering. They give such a pretty texture to anything. Okay, and maybe just a scrub or two. So yeah, so the pregnancy is thankfully going well. Actually today I had a lot of blood work done, as I do every month. Just remove those. I was playing with some napkins recently. Yes, a lot of blood work done, and everything seems to be fine, which is great. I also had this like super long glucose test. I don't know if you guys know this one, where you drink this concoction, this super like sweet concoction that they give you, and then you have to they take your blood before you drink it, and then 1 hour after you drink it, and then 2 hours after you drink it. So I spent a lot of time today there, but I already got my results, and it seems, now I'm not a doctor, I don't want to interpret them. I'll be seeing my doctor early next week, but everything is in green as opposed to red, so I think everything is fine, which is great. I think the only problem, well, I have two main problems during this pregnancy that are a bit, I don't know, maybe challenging is the word, because I had IBS or like something like that, something digestive, pre-pregnancy. It now seems to have it just is flaring up all the time. So ever since I got pregnant, I've had really bad like digestive issues, all of them, and so I have to be really careful with what I eat. But that's fine. Like I can deal with that for a few months, you know. And then another thing is that I get randomly so tired, so I can be fine, completely fine, and then all of a sudden I will just feel so tired, and I will just sit on the couch with my puppy, who, if you are new here, isn't really a puppy. She's 6, but I guess she will always be a little puppy to me. Oh, I love this little collage. And so I just sit on the couch, watch some YouTube videos or read a book, and don't have the energy to do anything. And it just happens just like that. So, and I sleep a lot, you know. I've never actually slept that much in my life, I think, because I get tired really early, so like about 7 p.m. But I try to stay up. I try to stay up to a reasonable hour, I guess, which would be maybe like 9:30, 10 p.m. And then, yeah, I think I'm just going to start gluing this down. Or do I? Oh, okay, but because maybe I will want some fabric or some lace, so I will hold on. Yeah, so I go to sleep quite early, but then maybe let's go for some different colors, and then I wake up quite late, like around 8, sometimes even 8:30 in the morning, and so that's a lot of hours. But I still can get quite tired during the day sometimes, so oh, I have some of those really tall ones, although all of them seem to be pink, and I would like to maybe try a different color. So let me just focus here for a bit. But again, thank you so much for all the lovely comments. I appreciate you guys so much, and every single one of you who watches my videos and leaves me a comment. And you know, sometimes maybe if you don't know what to write but you would like to leave a comment, it's enough if you just say hi. Oh, I like this one, quite botanical. I like it with the colors. Yeah, just, you know, you can always just say hi, or leave an emoji. But anyway, I appreciate your guys' comments so much, and you just watching my videos, whether you write comments or not. I appreciate you all the same, and you have been so kind to me when I returned to the crafty community yet again after another long break. Okay, I think I'm going to go with that, so we will do some collaging later. And what could I do here? Now, I don't want to use something too wide because I don't want to cut off too much, but maybe something like that. I could lose this, and this is quite pretty actually. So let's put this aside, and let's see what we can add to the backgrounds of these flowers to make them maybe stand out a little bit more. Yeah, so everyone has been so incredibly kind, and I will admit it was a little bit nerve-wracking being back after such a long time, and after taking a break again, but I guess, you know, when you need to take a break, you should take a break. And I just am very grateful for all of you guys who are still here, and yeah, I just feel so lucky. And I've been feeling so inspired lately. I am already working on some journals, and I also spent sorry, I'm probably off camera, just looking through my scraps box here, and I spent this like a few hours today and a few hours yesterday looking for some what's the word, like antique and vintage public domain images, genuine like antique ephemera and all that that I could use in some digital kits, because I like to use as many. Well, I've always used those like genuine vintage illustrations and ephemera pieces and all that. And I'm so excited. I have a lot of ideas actually, and I had a few comments about my Etsy shop, and will I be opening it again? Okay, do I like it, or is it too sort of samey? So thank you so much to everyone who's asked. Yes, I am planning to open my Etsy shop back again, and also, yeah, and sell my digitals, but also journals that I make. But the thing is that currently, with my current situation, I am still employed by my company, who they decided not to renew my contract. I'm sure that learning that I was pregnant was just, you know, was just something that made this decision for them easier. But thankfully, the law in Poland protects pregnant women, I would say, really well. Okay, I think I'm going to staple all of this. Protects pregnant women really well, meaning that right now I am still employed, and I don't go to work because I am on this like sick leave, pregnancy leave, which is 100% paid, so I get my full salary, which is great, but I don't have to go to work. Oh, I really like it. It's really nice, and I have an idea of one more thing that maybe we will look for to add to this sort of cluster. Yes, and my contract, because of the law in Poland, will be automatically renewed, or like not renewed, but it won't end until my baby is born. So I will stay employed, and I will be still getting my salary until my baby is born. So that's already incredible in and of itself. Let me just add a little bit of inking, because this one is very white, both the border and the flower itself. So just with what's left on my inking tool. So yes, so the contract will end on the day the baby is born, which, you know, if everything goes well, should be the beginning of next year, maybe end of, well, my due date is the 2nd of February, so it could be, you know, on the 2nd of February, but it could, I suppose, be a week earlier, a week later, somewhere around that time. So the beginning of the year. And then again, like I said, the Polish law for pregnant women, it really, you know, it really helps us, because then I will be able to receive a maternity paid maternity leave for 52 weeks, so for an entire year. And yeah, and it will be paid for like our social security system here in Poland. So that's because when I already knew that I was pregnant, but I was quite early on in my pregnancy when I found out that for just the silliest reasons they decided not to renew my contract, and I was terrified, to be honest. But then it turned out that my situation is actually you know, not that bad, and so I am very, very grateful for that. But I was saying about my my Etsy shop. So while I am on this pregnancy sick leave, basically, I cannot work legally. Like I cannot sell anything, I cannot make any other money that I am making, well, that they are providing me with. Oh, some pretty to fold on. So I can't open my Etsy shop until the baby is born, basically. And my plan right now is, because I am feeling really well right now, and I have a lot of time, and I don't even know what I'm looking for here. Oh, maybe some of this green. And I feel inspired and all of that. So my plan for now would be to make some journals ahead of time and make some digitals ahead of time, and perhaps film some videos for the time where I'm definitely going to have to take a break from everything else when the baby is here. I don't even, you know, want to lie to myself that it's not going to be like that, which is completely fine. I am absolutely looking forward to her, because it's a girl, to her being here. But yes, I want to prepare. Okay, I think I like it somehow like that, so let me just staple. I want to prepare some journals and some digitals, and just sort of be ready for when I can open my shop, because when I am on this maternity leave, I've already confirmed with Social Security that by law, yes, I can have my small business open. So I really want that. I really want to do that. Okay, I think I'm happy with those. So to sum up, regarding the Etsy shop, I definitely want to go back to it, and I think it should happen, well, probably not the moment the baby is born, because I don't think I will be able to do much, but maybe somewhere around like the first quarter of the new year, because I already am like working on some things, so I will have things ready for it. But thank you so much to everyone who asked and who is interested in that. Okay, let me take a sip. I am drinking yet again a rooibos tea, and this one is very tasty. It is with orange, and I think the spice is clove. It reminds me of Christmas, basically, but it's very, very yummy. Okay, so one more thing that I have this whole stunning box that my husband Darek made me, and inside, so a few years ago I got a huge, as you can see, pack of postage stamps, like old postage stamps that were already that were still, I mean to say, on the papers, with just some stamping and just bits of envelopes and all of that. And I loved, look at those, I love them so much. Some of them are just loose like this, but I've been loving using them in collages. And I actually the other day made, let me show you guys, since this is a chatty craft therapy. I think I have them here. Let me just put this huge box on here. Yeah. So I made a little mask making session, and I was sharing it on Instagram stories, but basically I made 18 of those little tags, and as you can see, perhaps in the background of some of those flowers, I've used some of these papers with stamps. So like here it's just a piece of a background. I didn't want like the whole stamp, so I didn't choose, although I do love this one, but I didn't choose stamps that I was super like obsessed with. But I love the colors and I love the actual stamping. So here I have another one. This one, love how it looks with this piece of, not sure what this is. I think I got it with my sari silk order some time ago, but it's stunning. It's just the prettiest sea colors. There's another one here, and so yeah, I used some of those and I feel inspired to keep using them because I've had them for so long. I was first holding them and then I forgot they were there, of course. So let me just start by looking if I like any of these colors, and with those that I have on excuse me, on the white background, I am probably going to ink the edges. So this one is an option. I have a nice brown one, although the red I would have to remove it because it doesn't match this project at all. This piece is just so pretty. Where are these from? France. Isn't it just so gorgeous? I think France, just by looking through it, France and Canada, you guys have the most beautiful stamps. Okay, I just got distracted for a moment. Oh, how about this one here? Maybe I could tear it slightly smaller on those two sides. And have it somewhere there again. Oh, wow, this one is from Poland. Look at that. Just again as a piece of a background and not necessarily like the main event. I think I'm going to have to tear this part out if I want to add this somewhere. So if I had it like that, oh yeah, maybe something like that when she's just picking from behind the leaf. I think I like it. This one I'm not sure because it's already so small and I do actually want to see some of the background, so maybe let's leave this one aside. And these already have quite quite busy clusters, but maybe we can find some little pieces. This is so nice with all of the stamping around it. Oh, this is very green. And this is very red. Oh, how about this one? Nice, just vintagey colors. Maybe just in the corner here, maybe slightly behind the ticket. Oh yes, I think I like it. If I don't find anything for these last two, then I'm not going to worry about that. How about this little one? Maybe like here, but with this one, I think I would just tear the paper bit because it is not interesting as such. So on Monday I have a fun new series beginning, all about mask making. So I hope you guys will join me. I was inspired by this tag, this napkin covered tag that we made, when was it? I think this Wednesday, in a video which I made in my no-sew journal. Let me just grab it. I mean this one. So I am mass making something similar, not quite the same, but something similar. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. And I am also, this is so pretty. Where is this one from? Germany. Germany also seems to have some really pretty, well, all of those stamps are pretty, honestly. I can't choose favorites. Oh, this is so cute, from South Africa, and I think the colors work just too perfectly to not use it. Okay, so I think we've chosen our pieces and did not make a dent at all in this box, but that's okay. Oh, I need to put this back. So how do I want to do it? So I think, because my clusters, all of them are being held by staples, I don't have to worry about the cluster coming apart, but I do, now that I've chosen the paper, the postage stamps, or maybe I will ink around them, I do want to secure them in place, so I will glue them where I want them. Okay, that should be enough. Just sort of off to the side like this. Yes, perfect. Then this little guy, maybe here, because the animal is cute, but perhaps I don't want anything sort of to take away from the flower, which is the focal point here. So I'm thinking maybe I will put it like this, so you can still see the South Africa. And the sort of the shape and the color of the stamp. And then this one, this cluster, I actually did use some glue on, but I think this is a good spot for it. Just lifting this flower carefully. Yeah, just another little layer, and another way for me to use up my scraps. Right, so I feel like I talked a lot, even more than I would love to hear from you guys. What's going on? Are there any big changes in your life right now or not? You know, this can be a good thing or an overwhelming thing, especially when a lot of those things are happening sort of at the same time. But whatever is happening, I hope you guys are well and healthy and happy. Yes, I think I like it here. What else can I talk about? So how was my week? Very cold. I would say it's unusually cold here in Krakow, at least for October, because we often have this like beautiful autumn in October with like sometimes even 20 degrees, but I don't know, 17 degrees Celsius. And just sunshine, but it's been very miserable, very rainy, and very cold, to the point that this morning when I was going to my blood work, I think it was like 1 degree, and it was already so, oh, I can never remember the correct word. What is the word for this? Is it smog like it is in Polish? I mean this, you know, the smoke in the air that smells really bad when it gets colder and people start just hitting their houses up with whatever, really. But yeah, there was a lot of that this morning when I went. And some of those days were really like rain non-stop, so that's quite difficult. Zuzia, who is our doggo, she hates weather like that, which I can understand. Oh, how did I want it? Let's just see. Oh, maybe on this side. Yes, maybe somewhere here, which I can definitely understand. She does not like to get wet, and she loves heat, so this cold weather is not great for her. I prefer cold to the heat of the summer, so that part is fine by me. But I would like autumn is my favorite season, and it can be so stunning here where I live. But I feel like this year it's just, what am I doing here? Okay, maybe like that. But I think this year we've just not been able to experience it fully. Okay, let me grab some lace. I should have more. Oh, yes, I have some lace that was white, but I coffee dyed it, and maybe I could use some of it to add more texture. The answer to the question, does this need more texture, is always yes for me. Maybe even just hanging off the side a little bit. I think I like it. So let me cut this somewhere here. But yes, today, for instance, it was actually sunny, so after it got a little bit warmer, we went for a really nice walk with Zuzia, and she was quite excited as well to get out of the apartment. Maybe like that. I think I love it, and I am just going to glue it with my wet glue, which is what I usually do. I just put some glue where my lace is going to go, and especially because I'm going to have this cluster on top of it, it's not going to be visible and it's not going to be coming off. And then my cluster will go somewhere like that. Yes, let me just, where's my flower here? Or is it a flower or a plant? I'm not sure. So maybe somewhere here, so kind of in the middle. Oops, I don't actually want any glue on the visible parts of the coffee stained tea bag, because for some reason this glue just reacts weirdly with the coffee, maybe with the tea bag, I don't know, and it just looks yellow instead of a nice coffee stained color. Okay, so that should be fine, and I can now attach my flower where I where I want it, and I think I want it here. So I don't think it will get much warmer anytime soon, especially I think we are already over halfway through October. Oh my goodness, time just flies, absolutely flies. Maybe like that. Yeah, and I will probably add some sari silk or something here with an eyelet. For how long am I filming? 45 minutes. Okay, that's good, because we only need to glue down our pieces, and yeah, we should be done with this project. So we have been, I think I mentioned it in another video, maybe the one that you guys will see on Monday, because I already filmed it. But we've been going, yes, we've been attending those like really intense childbirth classes, which are incredible when it comes to like all of the knowledge and everything, but they are so intense. Like we spend hours there. I think it was 6 hours the other weekend. On Saturday, then 7 hours on another day. But I've been learning, well, we've been learning, my husband is attending with me. We've been learning so much, both about, well, childbirth, of course, but also like the most incredible thing for me is just learning about all the rights that you have as a pregnant woman in Poland that are not easily given to you, provided to you. You have to just somehow find out about those things, and I don't know how I would find out about some of those. So I'm very, very grateful to the lady who is doing those classes, that she is very detailed in what she's teaching us, and so I feel like we will be well prepared, at least in theory, because I don't think I can actually get well prepared beforehand, but we'll see. So this was, yeah. So are you guys watching anything interesting, like any TV shows? Because we have been unable to find any good TV shows that kept our attention lately, and if you could recommend me anything. And I have Netflix, Prime, and Max, or HBO Max at the moment. I would be very grateful, because I don't know, we don't have anything to watch. We tried watching this, there's this Japanese sort of sci-fi-ish or fantasy-ish series, Alice in Borderland. But while the concept was intriguing, we didn't really like it. But I think I like watching everything, every genre, so to speak. maybe other than something really sad, don't like sad things, and especially because one of the side effects of the pregnancy is that I cry very easily. And when I start crying for no apparent reason at all sometimes, I don't seem to be able to stop myself, and I'm laughing because it actually is funny now. Like when it's not happening, it is so funny because there is nothing bad going on. I know it's just the hormones, but I'm sobbing and I can't stop, and nothing is going on. So yeah, maybe nothing sad, please. But other than that, I just would love any sort of recommendation, because it has been tough. It has been tough. Okay. And then I don't know what these would be. They could definitely be belly bands, or like those tuck spots on the side of the page, but they could also be just really nice like long tags, sort of journaling cards. And I'm kind of thinking maybe I would like to use them as such, because what I backed this Collage Masterboard on is some brown paper on which I did some gessoing, coffee staining, splatters and stamping, and I do love it. And you can definitely write over it with a black pen, especially it would show nicely on the gessoed parts. So yeah, maybe I will just add a little topper for them. And oh my goodness, and I forgot, the lace is right before my eyes, and I forgot I wanted to add some to all of those, but never mind. Let me see, maybe we can add some to this one. Okay, how about on this side here, and then where would my flower go? So this would all be a little bit off-centered, or I could have the flower more on this side. Yeah, maybe like that, so it can overhang this journaling card a little bit, just like the other piece that we made. So somewhere here with the glue. I am covering this tiny bit of the tape, the faux vintage tape, but that's okay. I do need to make more of this tape. I love using it, but I am using it very sparingly because I don't have a lot. So I am definitely going to be making more, and I would love to make a video of it, just to show you guys. Maybe some of you are not sure how to make it, and then we could make a project with it. Maybe like that. I like the tape picking from both sides here. I can hear Zuzia wanting to come in here, but this room is not puppy safe. Oh, she's scratching the door. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go to her in just a moment, but I'm currently working on some journal covers, and they are laying all over the floor with the pieces of fabric that I want to use on them and other bits and bobs, and it's just not very safe here for her. So I'm going to have to finish up here, and then I will go to her. Oh, maybe this way. So I hope you guys will enjoy this video, a very like sort of relaxed and chatty one, and you know, a nice catch up. I would love to make more of these because I love making tutorials and coming up with all the new ideas and sharing them with you guys, but I feel like I then am so focused on talking about the process, about what I'm doing, that I'm not talking about anything else. And I do want to catch up with you guys. It's one of the things that I really missed, and one of the reasons why I love making YouTube videos in this format, sort of more relaxed and long form and all that. Okay, I love this one. And so what could we do maybe with this piece of lace? How about, do we want to, or maybe on this side, so this one corner here isn't so heavy. Yeah, I think I like it there. Isn't so heavy with embellishments and all of that, and we have a bit more balance. And then the cluster. Oh, and I'm actually working on another mini sort of series of videos, and this one resulted, no, not resulted, this one came to my mind because the other day we were at the shopping center. I don't even remember. Oh, I know, we were at the jewelers because the stone from my engagement ring came off, and thankfully I did find it, and so we were we are taking it to the jewelers. I'm probably saying this word wrong, so it can get repaired. And so I just, you know, happened, since I was already in the shopping center where I'm not really all that often, I decided to go to this this one store that has all of the like crafty things and artsy things, and it has a lot of things because it also has books and magazines and music, and I really love this store. It's Empik for any of my Polish viewers, one of my favorite stores to visit, and I found this gorgeous like paper pad. And so I got it, I purchased it, but I said to myself, if I'm going to purchase it, I'm going to have to use it. No hoarding pretty papers, no just putting aside papers I'm not sure what to do with. I'm just going to have to use it all. So I came up with this idea that we could perhaps try to, love this one, try to use a paper pad in 5 days. It's just a 6, but oh, I actually have the packaging here. So look at some of those papers. Oh, the prettiest one isn't actually here because it was the first one, so it would be in this window. But some really pretty, just vintagey colors. And so we are going to attempt to use it in 5 days. And I hope we will manage. Okay, let me see about this lace here. Can I like perhaps use it here? Yeah, maybe with a purple. Maybe. And perhaps, do I want to layer it with something? Like 2 pieces of lace, or I have this ribbon. Maybe not on this one. I think I like it. Or this. No, that would be maybe a bit too much. So let me make sure it's straight on both sides, and let's try. Actually, it's very, I cut it very precisely here, and I think I want a little bit more of a torn edge on both sides. So let me do just that. Yes, I think that's going to work better. And let's try to staple it. Now there's a lot of layers. This tag itself is quite thick because of the papers that I used, but it seems to be working. Okay, that's cute. I like it. What else? Maybe I could use excuse me, maybe I could use a little bit of this. Could I do a little ruffle like Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah? She often makes those ruffles with like sari silk and ribbons, and they look so pretty, but she uses wet glue, and you know, let's not wet glue, she uses hot glue, and I don't even know where my hot glue gun is, to be honest. So let me try to do this with this glue, and if it doesn't work, then I will just stitch it after the video. So I'm going to cut a piece that I hope will be enough, and now it's not going to be probably as smooth as when Tina does this, because with hot glue I can imagine that it just sticks immediately. But here this glue will need a little bit of time to dry, so let me just keep my hand here and hope for the best. We'll see what we have. Then I could perhaps staple small little pieces on these as well. And then with this one, I think I'm actually going to hold off because I have nice space on both sides, and so maybe this could be a card that would go to a side pocket. So then I would add a tab, but I don't want to do it now because I don't know which side to add it to. Okay, so it actually worked, I think. Maybe I will have to go over this with my sewing machine. No, it didn't ruffle here on the end at all. Let me just give it another go, maybe like that, and just hold on to it. But yes, I would have to find my my hot glue gun. Tina uses hers quite regularly, so and she makes it seem so easy, and I've always had so many troubles. I love how this looks. I don't think it's going to hold, but I love how it looks, so perhaps I will just stitch through this with my sewing machine. I have this little card. Maybe we could use it here. Yeah, I've always had so much trouble with my hot glue. But maybe I need to give it another chance. Yeah, this is very cute. And maybe a similar situation on this one, or do I want perhaps a bit of lace? I also have this piece, which is slightly like thinner. Yes, I like it. I like the color. It's a bit brighter than this one, and so it works nicely with the colors in the cluster. Oh, it's very cute. I think it's very cute. Okay, so like that, a bit crooked, but that's okay. Maybe I should add one more because I'm not sure if it's secure enough, but yes, very, very cute, very pretty with the ruffle. Well, maybe it will stick. Who knows? Then we have this one which I'm not going to add anything to, and then this one is just a cute little tiny thing. Oops, excuse me. Could be a tag maybe. But how about if I add, oh, maybe I will actually add a little tab to this one, because this seems to be the only space that I have left. Or maybe up here. Maybe up here. I actually think I prefer it like that. Okay, and I think I'm done. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else in this craft therapy. So let's look at all of the things that we managed to complete and to decorate. And here are all the details. And in the meantime, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for joining me for this cozy catch up, crafty catch up session. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much in advance for commenting. I think I've been really good about comments. I've been loving just having such a lovely time replying to your comments. So I think I'm kind of what's the word? Like I'm doing it regularly, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Here's this one. Yeah, okay. So yes, so thank you again. I will see you guys very soon, because on Monday we will have a nice mask making video, so I hope you will join me. I really love the tags that we make in this particular video. So have a great weekend, you guys, and see you very soon. Bye.